Domestic violence, that's today's topic, is domestic violence. And before we get into it, I would like to show a video of why I decided to talk about this and make this one of my projects. So Christina, is the video ready? If not, we could just move on. Okay, we'll be right back. So we'll probably show another video that made me really think that women, particularly our community of women, we really must come together and try to stop this nonsense. You know, that video was of Ray Rice knocking his then girlfriend out cold with the cold cock, they said, or just knocked her out and she was just spread out on the floor and all that. So that was something else. That made me really want to talk about domestic violence, to start to talk to see how we can end this. So with me to discuss this is Sherneice Gatewood. Sherneice Gatewood is CEO and founder of We Are Phenomenal Women.
Yes.
It's a nonprofit organization that is here to empower domestic violence victims, give them back their power. Thank you so much, Sherneice, for coming to the show. And also remember, you can call the show at 212-757-1393, 212-757-1393. Sherneice, tell us what We Are Women, We Are Phenomenal Women, WAP, yes. What's that all about? First of all, why did you start it?
Well, I started it because I am a domestic violence survivor myself. Mm-hmm. So at the age of 18, I was dating someone that I thought I loved.
18?
Yeah, 18 years old. And I should have known then that he wasn't the right guy for me, because he beat up my mother. And then I'm thinking he's my protector.
He beat up
He beat up my mother. And I thought he was my protector, you know, but unfortunately.
Okay, how did he beat up? Why did he do that?
What happened was, you know, I was 18 years old, so most 18-year-olds want to just get out and hang out and have fun. So I was one of those that wanted to get out and hang out. And my mother was a very strict mom. She had, I'm the oldest of her 6 kids.
I'm the oldest also. We got something going on.
Right. So, you know, I thought I just wanted to get out the house.
Yeah, I can relate.
Right.
Yes.
So when he called me, I just wanted to be with him. And I packed up thinking I'm running away.
Yeah, me too. I know those days
right,
also.
Exactly. And
we having a little bit of technical difficulty. Go ahead.
I had ran out the house and not knowing what was going on the outside. I did not know he was doing this to my mother. He was beating her up. I found out later on, yes. And, you know, when my mom got him arrested and my mother came to the precinct, I looked and I'm like, that's not my mother.
She was all messed up, beat up.
Yeah, she was all messed up.
So was that the reason why you left? Did you leave him or did you stay with him?
I stayed with him because I was so scared. I couldn't go back home.
So how long were you in this relationship?
I was in the relationship from 18 to maybe 23, 24.
So you could not go back home because your mom was mad?
Right, she
angry
was very upset with me.
Because you let this guy
Right, but once again,
violate her.
I did not know what was going on.
You did not know what was going on. Was your dad around? I'm just curious.
No, my father, he passed away years ago.
Years ago. So let's say that's 3 years ago, okay?
Right.
You're 18 years old, 24 years old, you leave the relationship. Did you get into another abusive relationship?
No, but I became the abuser.
Oh.
I became the verbal abuser to the other person. You know, I can't physically hit a man or beat up a man, so I was more on the verbal aspect. So, I mean, I went through with my daughter's father because I wound up getting pregnant by him. I wound up, he choked me, he stabbed me, he did so many, cheated, he did so many things to me. My daughter's father, the abuser at the time. And I thought I was able to get away, but he started stalking me, you know, things of that nature. So when the new guy came along, he
So those are two abusive relationships. Okay, I just wanted to make clear.
It was one abuser, and then when I got into another relationship with somebody else, I became abuser, as in
18-year-old. When you were 18 years, he's the father of your daughter.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that's the one. Okay, I didn't understand. I got you now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you became the abuser.
Right.
So what did you do to him?
Well, the second guy, I would talk down to him. I would just treat him really messed up. You know, I would just say stuff that's not right. And once I realized what I did, I apologized so many times, but not knowing I was going to become an abuser because I was in that type of relationship for so many years. And then when I got into something new that was healthy,
you didn't understand.
I didn't understand
you know,
what a healthy relationship is like.
Young Van Zon always says, how do you know normal when you've been doing crazy all your life?
This is true.
Basically all your life.
This is true.
So when did you start WAPW?
WAPW came about 2015. And I knew I wanted to do something. I just didn't know what.
Well, was it a lot of your friends were being abused, or?
It's so funny because my first goal was to work with children with bullying.
Oh, really?
Right.
Okay.
So then I'm like, wait, I never went through the bullying aspect. So I went to sleep, woke up, and it popped in my head, domestic violence. Is the baby, well, bullying is the baby of domestic violence.
Right.
So no matter what, I'm still in the same area, I'm still in the same line. So 2015, I decided to come up with domestic violence.
Domestic violence.
We are phenomenal women.
So what else do you all do?
Well, what we do is we go out in the community and we speak on domestic violence. We share our stories because most of the time when a woman is going through DV, I'm gonna say woman and man, but my main goal was woman. We scared. We don't want to come out. We don't want to say nothing. We just feel like it's just us, and that's the way I felt when I was in the DV relationship. I thought it was just me. You know, I was scared to get out. I thought he was going to kill me because those are the words that he would use. He would beat up other people in front of me. So it was just like, so other women be so afraid to get out. So now that we are standing in front of you to say we are now survivors of it, you can get out.
So there's no shame
Right.
in it at all?
No, not at all.
212-757-1393. 212-757-1393. I'm here with Sherneice Gatewood, a domestic violence survivor, and the CEO and founder of WAPW. We are phenomenal women. We're here to take questions or comments, or if you would like, tell your story. 212-757-1393. Did you ever seek counseling?
I did later on. You know, once
What inspired you to? What was how do you say, the straw that broke the camel's back for you to do
The
that?
reason why I chose to go to counseling is because when I was dealing with the healthy relationship, I'm saying to myself, after he left me, I was
he left
heartbroken.
you.
Yes,
Right.
I was heartbroken. And I said, you know what, something got to give. And I decided to go on my own to counseling because I felt like I had just hurt another human being. And then I started going to church. So once I started hearing, you know, you're not supposed to do this to another human, you know, we all sisters and brothers, I cried so many times. And I called him, I wrote him letters, and I just apologized because that was not right the way I did things.
Did he come back? Or?
No.
Okay.
No. He definitely moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that should be, right? WAPW, what else do you all do? I see that you all collect toys
Yes.
to benefit Harlem. You're having something coming up this Thursday, okay?
Yes. We feed the homeless. We've done that a couple of times. Like you said, we are collecting toys. We want toys that's not wrapped. We want all toys from the ages of maybe 8 to 14. And we're going to give to a shelter. I participated with this event last year. I partnered up with Reggie Mitchell and Pastor Jack, and we went and we fed the kids, we fed the grown-ups, and we had a black Santa Claus, and we just gave our toys. And for me to see that, it made me feel so good.
So what do you mean when you say empower women?
Yes.
Of all ages?
Of all ages.
Do you, first of all, do you deal with teenagers? I know
Yes.
somebody's looking out there.
Yes, yes.
212-757-1393. You're looking at Sistah Talk TV Show, and we're here talking with Sherneice Gatewood, the founder of We Are Phenomenal Women, about domestic violence, the abused and the abuser. Caller, you watch the Sistah Talk TV Show? What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I don't want to say my name because my neighbor could be listening,
Sure.
but it sounds like either she's whooping him or he's whooping her. They have 3 kids in their apartment, very small children, and at least once a week I hear a lot, it's like someone being tossed against the wall, a lot of rumbling. It sounds like fighting. These are new neighbors. I already got not verbally into something like really loud or something, but they know who I am because like I'm allergic to stuff that they be burning, so they know who I am. So I'm like leery about reporting them, but it sounds like at least once a week someone's getting their head bust in. So what do I do?
That's a good question. I
That
mean,
is a good question.
you know, when you hear of domestic violence or your neighbors are fighting and arguing and is really hurtful to one another, what do a person do? What do the neighbors do? Do they mind? Because usually they mind their own business.
Right. No, you know what? I'd rather report.
You report it?
Yes, I will report it or have somebody else to report it. The reason for that is because I'd rather report something that I'm hearing that's harming another person or them kids. You don't know who's being hurt in the house. I'd rather report it than not report it and somebody wound up dead and you
Feel
was a
bad.
witness of the noises.
Okay.
So it's either you can mention it to the officers, you could have somebody do a random check.
So who do you report it to? That's the question. Who do you,
No,
can they call you?
They
I mean,
can.
They can call you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling. 212-757-1393. 212-757-1393. Our topic today is domestic violence, the abused and the abuser. And I'm here again talking to Sherneice Gatewood, CEO and founder of We Are Phenomenal Women. They can call you. You deal with teenagers also. Is there a lot of teenagers out there that are being abused?
Yes, it is. Like I said, I was 18. I just recently had an event where my daughter came out and spoke. My daughter is the reason why I decided to leave her father. Why? Because I felt like if she stayed, she would feel that this is okay. She was 3 years old. I was down on the floor after he hit me. She tried to get off the bed to get me. That right there was like, that's it. She's 3 years old. She don't know no better, but she knows something is not right. So with that being said, my daughter is now 23 years old. She got caught up with somebody, and he was doing that to her. She finally came and said something to me. So I had an event whereas we wanted more of the youth to come out and speak up against domestic violence or tell us your story. I have done healthy relationship workshops, so that way you could understand the difference between a healthy one and an unhealthy. We barely had any children that came out. It was mostly the grown-ups that was there. But
I can see why the children may not come out because of the shame. This is something new for them, and, you know, emotionally, this is a new emotion for them. How do you handle that? Who do you talk to about that?
Right, but there's some organizations that's out there. There's an organization called The Door. There's my teen youth coordinator. She actually works for The Door. So my last event, she was there and she was talking about what The Door offers. As we was speaking, there was another young lady, 22 years old, and she came out and actually mentioned what she have gone through in her domestic violence relationship. So my thing is to educate our people and get them to understand, I've been there. You're not alone. So educate, and then hopefully we could prevent it. So preventing it is by having these type of workshops, having these type of meet and greets, and have everybody come out and speak up on what they've gone through.
What type of workshops? Can you give me a sample, an example of one of your workshops?
Well, right now we are definitely, we'll be doing workshops with an organization called Pillars next month.
Pillars next month?
Pillars. No, the name of the organization is Pillars.
Oh, okay.
And we'll be doing it next month.
Sorry.
And, no problem. So one of the main things is defining domestic violence.
Okay.
What is domestic violence?
You know, that's a great question that I didn't ask, but you're asking it. So tell us, yes.
Yeah, I mean, well, what is domestic violence? Number one thing is the physical, the verbal, even sexual. It could be spiritual.
Spiritual?
Yes.
Lay that, please.
If I'm a Christian and he's a Muslim, for example, I want to go to my church, but you like, no, you're coming to the mosque and you're going to dress like this, but I'm so used to, I don't want to be a Muslim. I want to continue my Christianity. So now you just bully me and manipulate me and telling me what I need to do with your religion, right? And if I don't go, you can hit me, you could talk down to me, tell me I ain't whatever. So now the person is like, oh my goodness, now I need to go here because my fiance or husband wants me to be here and do what he wants me to do, you know, with his religion. So it's spirituality, yes. You have the financial.
Is that why a lot of people don't leave relationship because of finances?
And the children.
And the children.
That's one of the reasons.
Okay.
Some women who might not be working, and the man is taking care of everything.
Especially if they bought the house.
Right.
They got the house, right?
That too, you know. And turn around and say, you're not going to work, you're going to be here with the kids.
I met somebody like that. I met somebody like that. He just shut her down. She you know, he cut off the phone. This is many years ago, before cell phones. Cell phones just came in, but she would have to sneak to her neighbors to call
use the phone.
Yeah. And they had kids. But
And a lot of the time it's the children. They don't want to leave because they have kids together. And then when somebody constantly telling you they're going to kill you, what you going to do?
And that does happen.
It does happen, but if you have brothers and cousins and uncles, let them support you. let them support you. I'd rather for something happen to you versus me and my kids. You know, so, and that's where I was at one point. He would say stuff like that, and I already saw what he did to my mom, so I was like, you know what?
How can people get in contact with your organization? Your number?
My number is 917-459-6157.
And how about the email?
Well, we do have a website, but I think it's www.wearephenomenalwoman.com. And also I have Gatewood Sherneice on Facebook, so they can reach me in those 3 ways.
So, the number again, one more time?
917-459-6157.
Thank you so much, Sherneice. Sherneice will be right back. I have somebody else to interview. Women are not the only ones that are victims of domestic violence, as we said earlier. So we're going to take this video break, and we will be right back.
Sister, sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, sister, sister. Ooh, sister talk.